We are Cory and Wallace, an early retired couple on a full-time journey around the world. With a passion for exploring new cultures, discovering hidden gems, and enjoying delicious local food, we are on a mission to experience as much of the world as we can.
Welcome back to Izmir, Turkey. Today we're going to head to Istanbul.
What did you think of Izmir overall?
I really enjoyed it. The vibe here is just very chill, very relaxed. The people are awesome. It's just got a really good vibe. Beyond that, I can't really describe what in particular I love.
Yeah, I think I'll agree with that. The vibe here is awesome. Despite our little setback with the Airbnb, we've ended up in a great hotel, located in a great neighborhood, walking distance to everything. You've got the Condor, the promenade, like seaside, boardwalk, which is just gorgeous in the evenings. Beautiful sunsets, as you guys have seen if you've watched our previous videos. Also, it's really easy to get from here in Izmir to all of the ruins in the area, so you can get to Ephesus easily. You can take a train or drive a car over to Pamukkale. Definitely glad we made this stop, and I feel like Izmir is a place that I would like to come back to, just come back for a month and just relax here.
I think my only tip would be, if you're planning a trip to Turkey, try not to do it for the summer. We've been chasing summer the whole time that we've been traveling.
Not on purpose.
And I don't even think we anticipated how hot it was here. We were coming from Oman and Asia, so we thought it would be like a bit of a relief. It was not. So that would be my suggestion. Come in the spring or the fall where it's a little bit cooler.
Yeah, we happened to hit a heat wave, and yesterday was 42 Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. I'll pop that on the screen, but it was stinking hot. So wouldn't necessarily come in July, August if you can avoid it. But even if you do, you know what? It's beautiful. The weather has been fantastic. Clear blue, sunny skies every day. You really can't go wrong here. But anyways, we are gonna check out of the Renaissance Izmir Hotel now, and we are gonna be flying back to Istanbul, like Cory said, except this time we are flying not to the European side, but we're flying into the other airport, SAW. I don't know how to say the name of the airport. It's Sabiha Gökçen, something like that. But we're going to be on the Asian side of Istanbul this time for the next 5 days, and we'll be checking that out. So come along and see what it's all about.
And the Renaissance, I do have to say, the staff, once we kind of sorted out that I had a gluten allergy and they kind of understood exactly what I needed, they went above and beyond and took really good care of me. So I have to give them a shout out because they did a really stand-up job.
All right, we are through check-in and security. Pretty straightforward today.
Yeah, they honestly, so far our experiences, if it's a domestic flight, they don't open up the gates until 2 hours before the flight. So
yeah,
getting here early is good because of traffic. Beyond that, you don't need to worry about it.
Yeah, and we're flying with AJet today, which is a budget airline, owned and operated by Turkish Airlines, I believe. But again, no issues. They're not picky at all with the carry-on bags, at least as far as we've seen. So pretty straightforward process. Our gate's all the way down at the end of the terminal here, but we're just gonna go kill an hour at the Prime Class Lounge first.
Yeah, and security here is super easy. No one's glancing at anything that we're carrying. It's not a problem. So, there's no worries about flying in Turkey.
The Prime Class Lounge is nothing special, but it was pretty quiet when we were here. There's a little kids' playroom, there's toilets, there's a shower room, and then there's a decent amount of seating, relatively comfortable chairs, a lot of drink options including Turkish coffee and Turkish tea, which is nice. The food selection was not the greatest. They were serving breakfast still, and it didn't look that appetizing, but it is what it is. And we had free access here with our Priority Pass membership that we get through our Platinum Amex card, so we didn't have to pay to enter. If we did, I don't know if I'd necessarily come in here, but still comfortable enough place to kill an hour before a flight.
So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep
We
it
decided to
tight.
skip the taxi today. We are in the M4 metro station, which is attached to Sabiha Gökçen Airport. And we're just gonna take the train towards Katakoy. We're just riding 3 stops, and then we'll be like a 5-7 minute walk away from our hotel for the night. That was convenient. That was probably a 5-minute walk from the metro station, and we're at our hotel here. Welcome to our room here at the 4 Points by Sheraton Istanbul Pendik. So we're only a short way from Sabiha Gökçen Airport on the Asian side of Istanbul. We didn't automatically get an upgrade this time with our Marriott Bonvoy status, so it was going to be a deluxe room, but I did ask her nicely if there was any suites available for upgrades, and she very nicely checked and put us into a 1-bedroom suite for the next 5 nights, which is awesome because we're only paying 20,000 points for this stay, which is just a killer deal. So yeah, come on in and let's show you around. There is just a small powder room here. We're probably not even going to use this one. And in the living room area, we've got a coffee maker, we've got a mini fridge, got some coffee, tea, water, and a whole bunch of empty drawers. We've got a couch, which, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, that's a pull-out, so you could sleep 2 people on that if you needed to. Little desk, TV, and a view of a parking lot or something across the street. Not much of a view, but that's okay. through here, we have the bedroom with a king-size bed, another TV there, a couple of nightstands, there's outlets everywhere. Again, a window with more or less that same view. Down here, we have a ton of closet space, including a safe. More closets with some nice feeling robes. Some space for our bags. And the master bathroom, which, yeah, that's really nice. Really nice. And a pretty decent looking shower space. This hotel is really, really new looking. So I did ask the front desk how long they've been open, and it's only been 4 months. So that explains why everything looks and feels so new.
Yeah, it's not the most convenient place for as far as like a hotel. There's not a lot of restaurants or anything like that. We did kind of do a little bit of research before we got here. The closest dedicated gluten-free is an hour away. We'll see how they handle gluten-free at breakfast. For the most part, I've been fine. I've been able to like scramble together a breakfast at buffets. And yeah, there's a bunch of grocery stores around. So, I mean...
Yeah, a couple of good-sized grocery stores right across the street and like a block away.
Yeah. There is one thing about Turkey, though. They do have these amazing protein bars that are all gluten-free, and there's like 5 ingredients in them. They're so good. So that has been a plus, and that's been saving my butt for like days when we're out and about and having to like scramble for food. So yeah, Turkey's been easy.
Okay, we're down in the basement now, minus second floor, and this is where the gym is. It's pretty big. We've got 5 treadmills, a bunch of strength training machines, three ellipticals, rowing machine, a couple of bikes, stationary bike and a recumbent, some weights, bench, yoga mats, medicine balls, a kettlebell. But yeah, overall, pretty decent. It's a little warm, but we just figured out how to turn the fans on at least, so shouldn't be too bad.
The next day.
Breakfast was pretty good. Selection was decent, and there's no egg station. They just have hard-boiled eggs at the buffet, but you can order eggs a la carte, however you like. So got a couple of sunny side up fried eggs, and they were cooked perfectly. No complaints there. The rest of the food was reasonably tasty, and they had a really good fresh selection of salads and fruit. So yeah, pretty good. It'll do for the 5 days we're here.
As far as gluten-free options, they don't have a lot. The fresh eggs, and then I kind of just cobbled together a salad. We ate down here last night, and gluten-free was, let's just say it was a challenge. So I didn't go out of my way to like ask for anything gluten-free for the morning. And that's going to do it for the tour of the 4 Points by Sheraton Pendik.
Yeah, it's a little more out of the way. It definitely takes a little while to get from here to any of the touristy spots, but for these 5 days, you know what? We just wanted to relax for our last little bit in Istanbul, and the room is comfortable. The hotel's not bad. Breakfast was okay. So you know what? For the price we're paying for these 5 nights with the upgrade, I'd say we got a really good deal.
Yeah. I think the only like kind of feedback I would have is due to it being a new hotel, their customer service it's not up to par yet. I believe that everybody here is new, so everybody seemed really uncomfortable. So I think once they kind of like get their groove, it'll be a great hotel. But yeah, like getting the upgrade and just dealing with them at the restaurant, you could just tell everybody was really new and like just didn't really know what was going on yet.
Yeah, the servers and I think the hostess down in the restaurant, they just don't have the strongest customer service skills, but you're right. It seems like they're just very new, very unsure, and really don't know how to handle any issues.
Yeah.
So
that will come with time and it'll be
and
fine.
experience. Yeah.
And they're all really nice. Like that, like I said, it'll just come with time.
Yeah. Bottom line, we're paying 20,000 points for these 5 nights, and with the upgrade that we've got, it's actually really, really good value on the points. So I'm not going to complain about that. But anyways, I think we're going to leave this one there. Thanks very much for joining us, as we travel back to Istanbul. We hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up to give us a like, and make sure to subscribe.
And join us in our next video for more adventures. Until then, stay curious and keep exploring.